Yo, you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Wednesday edition of TNI News. And let's jump right into it, and let's start off with the news of the week, and that is that the Marvel Legends Haslab Giant Man campaign did finally reach its funding goal on the final day and the final hours. It did finally surpass the 10,000 minimum backers. In fact, it actually ended up unlocking the first stretch goal for the zombie phase, which was unlocked when the campaign reached 12,000 backers. The final tally of the day was 13,889 backers. So it actually just came short 111 backers of unlocking the second stretch goal for the scroll faceplate. Now, for those of you that have listened to me talk about this campaign over the last several weeks, I was pretty clear in saying I didn't know how this campaign was going to end. That the numbers that we were seeing were not very, did not leave a lot of hope that this was going to reach the goal. But I was also very clear that if this ended up funding, it would be from a large surge of backers at the very end, which is exactly what happened. Now, I know some people will sit there and say that's from people who just wait until the last minute. And while there are people who do wait until the very end to back these things, I don't think it's in the numbers that we see when these campaigns, are needing 2,000-3,000 backers to get to the minimum goal. And then in like the last hours, it magically gets over the hump and then some. As I've said before, my opinion, and we have no way of knowing this for sure since Hasbro doesn't really talk about this, but in my opinion, these last minute huge surges come from Hasbro adding in their backers from the international vendors that they work with outside of areas where Pulse is not available. It would make sense that those vendors would wait until the very end to send in their sales number to Hasbro, and then Hasbro starts adding them in the final hours. It also explains why it's not like, if it was just fans, you would certainly see, surges. But if you looked at the counter hour by hour in those final hours, it was a steady exponential growth all the way up. There was never any dips. It wasn't like, basically it's like what collectors coordinated how they were going to back this. So it was a steady up climb in those final couple hours. I just don't really believe that. I also would say that the fact that we saw Hasbro adding in backers a good 30 minutes after the campaign had officially ended, meaning that obviously some of the backers were not being added in real time because, once you stop the campaign where people could no longer buy the figure, logically, if everything was being added real time, the backer count would cease going up. But it definitely went up multiple times after the campaign had officially ended, ending on that 13,889. So, as I said, it didn't look good, and it didn't until like the very end, and then we saw that magical surge like we often do with these campaigns, which to me kind of makes looking at these numbers pointless. I mean, you could literally have a campaign that needs almost half of its numbers to get to the minimum goal, and all of a sudden find that it achieves that in the final day just from these kind of bumps. So, I feel like, and I do this myself, but I feel like it's kind of a waste of time where we sit there and look at these numbers, throughout the campaign and sit there and try and guess whether it's going to back or not, because, I don't think we're really getting the entire picture. Nevertheless, the campaign funded, so congratulations to everybody who wanted to add this figure to their collection. Now, there has been some debate on whether or not, what Hasbro's going to do with that scroll faceplate. Should Hasbro throw it in for free? Which, honestly, I think they should. I feel like it's so close, again, off only by 111 backers, that it would be a nice gesture of goodwill, a true thank you, not just saying thank you on social media, but a true thank you to everyone who backed this campaign, supported this campaign. I think that would really, be a nice gesture if Hasbro threw in the scroll faceplate for free, even though technically it was a little bit short. But I feel like it was close enough that if Hasbro included it, I don't think they would take like a loss on the campaign. I could be wrong on that, but my initial feeling is Hasbro should go on and throw in the scroll faceplate for free because it just got so close. Now, it doesn't mean they will. I've seen others suggest that Hasbro should try and sell it separately, which I think would be a huge mistake. That the optics of that would look horrible, again, being that it got so close to the, unlocking, to expect people to pay extra for that, I think, again, would be a huge mistake if Hasbro tried to sell that separately. If they can't offer it for free, go on and just throw it in, then I would say just, walk away and go with it didn't meet the funding goal and therefore we can't include it. But no word one way or the other. Maybe if they were going to do something like include it, they would talk about it this coming Friday during their 10/27 event. But again, at this point, I would just go with that the scroll faceplate was not included or did not get unlocked and therefore would not be included. Well, let's jump over to Star Wars. So we got several new Star Wars Black Series figures that went up for pre-order today. So we've got the regular version of Starkiller. So there was the con exclusive version, but this is just the Starkiller figure itself. So this figure has gone up for pre-order. It's available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You can also get it on Amazon. The retail price is $24.99. He comes with his lightsaber, so you don't get any of the other things that you got with the exclusive version. But again, he does come with a lightsaber. And again, that figure is available for pre-order now. Also going up for pre-order today, at least at Entertainment Earth, is a new episode 4 Darth Vader figure, and then the Mandalorian from the Mines of Mandalore episode. So coming with the Darksaber. So these two figures were supposed to be going up for pre-order today, along with Starkiller. But right now, as I'm filming this, the only place I see it available is on Entertainment Earth's website. Big Bad Toy Store just has the Starkiller, and I've only seen Starkiller on Amazon as well. I think even Pulse right now has only listed that, so I'm not sure why the other places haven't listed the Vader and Mandalorian figure. But again, those are retailing for $24.99, and as I said, as I'm recording this right now, you can pre-order it at our sponsor, Entertainment Earth. Then yesterday, we had one final Black Series reveal, the R46DO, Grief Karga's astromech droid, I believe. So this one is being offered as a Walmart exclusive, and this one is not expected to go up for pre-order until the next Walmart collector event, which will take place sometime next year, probably around February timeframe of next year. So this one's not going to be going up for pre-order for a while, but we have gotten a look at it. Again, it's the new R4 unit using that new mold that like the recent R2D2 and R5D4 Hasbro did. So we're now getting another astromech droid with that newer mold, and the retail price on this one has been listed as $24.99. Now, real quick, an update on a story I talked about on Monday in regards to that MechTran Leonardo figure from Heat Boys. So this has now gone up for pre-order at our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store, and the cost of this one is $184.99. And sticking with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we got official images of the next Universal Monsters Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mashup figure coming from NECA Toys. So we'd seen this figure on display at the conventions. It is Leonardo as the creature from the Black Lagoon. And this figure has currently been listed on the Target store website, but it is not available for purchase. I should note, while Target is the only place that has it listed, again, not for actual purchase, this is not a Target store exclusive. So this figure will eventually be available at other online e-tailers. I don't know if Target's going to get first dibs on this one or what, like NECA often does. But again, this is not actual Target store exclusive. But the retail price of this one is listed as $36.99. Also from NECA, if you're into Halloween 3, that 8-inch Dr. Challis figure with the soft goods is available on the NECA store website. So initially this figure was listed as a Halloween convention exclusive, but now NECA has it for sale on their website. So again, if you're into Halloween 3, which, the only movie, the Halloween movie that didn't have Michael Myers in it, the original concept behind Halloween is every Halloween movie was supposed to have a different type of villain and such. But Michael Myers was so popular that and I think Halloween 3 kind of bombed at the box office that, after Halloween 3, they brought Michael back and pretty much stuck with him all the way through. But again, Dr. Challis is available, and this is being sold exclusively on the NECA store website. And the cost of this one is going to be $75. For you Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reaction fans, Super 7 has released images for their next wave of those figures. So this wave is going to include cartoon versions of Shredder, the Foot Soldier, Rocksteady, and then Undercover Raphael. So these are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Also from Super 7, we have a new Ultimates Bruce Lee figure from the Operative. So this one is going up for pre-order today. Probably by the time you're watching this, it will be available for pre-order at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. It'll be officially going up at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So this figure is going to retail for $55. It is listed as Wave 3, even though there's only one figure in the wave wearing the all-black outfit. He's going to come with 2 different head sculpts. He's going to have multiple pairs of hands. He's going to have his nunchucks with real metal chain, and then also without the chain, and you get a bag and with a snake. So again, if you're into Bruce Lee, this is one that you might want to check out. And again, it should be going up for pre-order today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're a fan of Monster High or The Nightmare Before Christmas, you might want to check out this new Monster High doll set that's going to be going up on the Mattel Creations website later this week, this coming Friday, starting at 12 p.m. Pacific Time. So this set is going to include 10-inch dolls. Well, Jack Skelton is 12-inch. And then you're going to get Sally Monster as the second doll in this set. So again, it's a mashup between Monster High and The Nightmare Before Christmas. And again, this will be offered exclusively on the Mattel Creations website. And I do expect this will probably sell out fairly quickly. The price of this one is listed as $90. For you Predator fans, we have a new figure from Hot Toys, a 1/6 scale Hot Toy figure. It is the Feral Predator from the Hulu Prey series. So this has not yet gone up for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store, but probably will either later today or tomorrow. We got the official images this morning. So he comes with multiple hands, his signature weapons like the shield that you saw him use in the series. He's got the mask, or you can have him unmasked. You can have his mouth open or closed. So definitely it looks nicely detailed like you would expect from Hot Toys. And again, this will probably be going up for pre-order either later today or early tomorrow at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store. And then switching over to McFarlane Toys, so we got our first look at those GIJoe Page Puncher figures. It looks like somebody snuck these images out from Toy Fair a couple of weeks ago. These images were posted to Ozzy92YoJoe's Instagram page. But again, it gives us our first look at the 2 GIJoe figures, or sets, I should say. There are 2 packs for GIJoe that McFarlane's going to be doing. It was announced during Toy Fair that they would be doing page punchers for both GIJoe and Transformers. I haven't seen any images for the Transformer ones slip out. But again, we're getting our look at the GIJoe with Cobra Commander and Crimson Guard, and then also Duke and Snake Eyes. Now, the comics appear to be IDW, but again, keep in mind these were mock-ups at Toy Fair. I don't know if these will be the final comics that are included with the actual figures. These are 3-inch figures, so, they are the smaller scale figures. And of course, again, they do come with comics. But again, whether they're IDW comics or not, I'm not entirely sure. But when we get more details on this line, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And then today, going up for pre-order and available at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth are the new Pacific Rim figures coming from McFarlane Toys. So I told you about these back in June. We had seen some overseas listings for these figures. Now, with those overseas listings, we did not know what the scale was going to be for them, but we can see here these are essentially DC Page Puncher type figures. They come with comics. They come with little city dioramas, the building that you can smash, and some military type vehicles. So essentially this is a 4-inch scale line. I don't know the exact dimensions of, the kaiju and the Jaeger figures, but these are essentially done in 4-inch scale. So as I said, each one comes with a comic book. The Jaegers all come with the same comic book, Tales from the Drift. And then the kaijus come with Aftermath, Pacific Rim Aftermath comics. So they're basically being broken up between the mechs and the monsters. All of these have gone up for pre-order. Again, there's 4 for each, 4 for the mechs, and then 4 for the monsters. And again, each one comes with a little diorama set and such. Now, there is also an Amazon exclusive gold label starter pack that has also been listed and available for pre-order. This is going to cost you $39.99. So this comes with 2 mechs and a monster, plus a couple of different buildings and a couple of different military vehicles. So a little more extensive, but this is being listed again as a starter pack. Again, this is an Amazon exclusive. This version is an Amazon exclusive. And as I said, it is available for pre-order now for $39.99. Okay, so that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Did you end up backing the Giant Man? Let me know in the comments section. If you're so inclined, like this video, and if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.